Light to reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. As we welcome Melech HaOlam.
And if you hold mine from the bottom, because I hold cups a lot, and this shows that this is a special sacred time. And if you are able to, I ask you to please rise for our Kiddush. The earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav zon hinchilanu Zikaron lemaaseh bereshit ki hu yom techishim kivanu bacharta veotanu kidaim ahava. And we say l'chaim.
L'chaim. Packed Shabbat is the Shabbat of comfort, which is the Shabbat immediately following Tisha B'Av. It is also Shabbat ve'et, the word night, going on for one Shabbat, and of course this gives us a tremendous amount to think about for the next 24 to 25 hours. So what is Shabbat? And this specific Shabbat is all about comforting one another, especially in times or to feel a sense of solidarity. And it is the words of our Haftarah portion, which comes from the book of Isaiah, that ever has happened or is happening. And the idea is that it's not only about coping, but providing hope and providing strength. Experiencing on our calendar has been a minor holiday. How many people heard of Tu B'Av before Rabbi Bello's Shabbat message today? Okay, a few. Tu B'Av has community. Chag many people believe a day that is said to be about red and pink. Actually, white is worn on Tu B'Av. White. I wore at least a white top. And I like to think of green as part of a color of love, only because I'll explain that they went into the hills. So historically, much like Tisha B'Av, the Talmud teaches that no fewer than 7 events. So what are everybody had to wear borrowed clothes, seeking and see which you select, but what you're doing on this day. Strange midrash, realizing they were all going to march into the promised land. Number 3, the tribes of Israel on Tu B'Av were once allowed daughters of Zelophehad in the book of Numbers. Tu B'Av was permitted into the roads to Jerusalem, prevented those from the northern kingdom from Number 6 be buried. There was a festival on Tu B'Av, not just about the maidens going out to find husbands, but on the 15th day of Av, there was a special ceremony in which all of the firewood was cut for the upcoming year, to not only of chopping wood, of the axe. I don't know what they did, but comfort from Tisha B'Av that the seconds were fighting against one another. Have we not? This world, and Tisha B'Av reminds us at any moment And we can now add more. There was hatred at the base of the Temple Mount, where Jews sought to destroy the prayers of other Jews during their Tisha B'Av observance. While it has been while the decision to cause divisions, opinion to divide us. How do we do this? The Torah gives us three separate commandments, obligations to love. From Leviticus, we get ve'ahavta. We read from our parasha, ve'ahavta et Adonai. Not our partner, not our parents, not our children. We're obligated by Torah to love our is recited people, to love no, never touch. We are commanded to love those, not just romantic, and that love that we're commanded, love of our neighbors, love of God, and love of the stranger. And when we express this love by caring for a word with a smile's presence among us, most of us didn't know about, and let's know that it's only through love that we can have to base. As our Haftarah text says, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yomar Elohechem. It's a command from Isaiah. We must comfort one another. And when we do the comforting, when we love, we bring God's presence, we bring God's love into our hearts, into our community now in the sanctuary or
Dodi likrat shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad Hishmi'anu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shamo echad v'shemo tiferet v'lid hilal la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekavla lecha dodi likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem lecha toch emunei am segula boi chala Pnei Shabbat Laila Rachu et Adonai Leolam Ba'ed Amevorach Amen.
Going out at sunset and thanking God. Melech uvi choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom uvein laila. Adonai tziva'am by Rabbi Cheryl Lewart. Loved by an endless love. Trust in the loving present. Release old demands and preconceived blind you to know that you have love in your life and come home to your heart as we turn to the words of Shema. You may be seated. Join in a little bit of Torah, this week's parasha with words of Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et v'chol asher ano v'shinanta b'veitecha U'v'lechtecha b'veitecha U'v'lechtecha b'derech U'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha U'kshartam le'olecha U'chtavta leman tizkeru Va'asitem et kol mitzvotai V'yitem kedoshim le'elohechem Asher hotzei Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Emet.
And on page 156, we read together, and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior. You work wonders without number. You performed miracles for us. You led your people Israel. They praised your name.
Elim HaKodesh. Who children cross the sea, Onai Chanes Benilo. Mi chamocha, Elim Adonai, mi chamocha. I was honored to debut this last Shabbat and to bring this to you again. I wrote this melody a few weeks ago, and I'm honored to bring it. Please raise us up, our guardian to life. Hashkivenu leshalom. Down in peace, raise us up, our guardian. V'hashkivenu lechaim. Baruch atah.
And we turn in our prayer books to page 106.
Page 166. Ve'imotenu Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'elohei Leah, Ha'el Chasadim, Umevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Be'ezrat Sarah, Yehakolatan Be'lim Ve'rofei Cholim, Umatzkir Asurim, Umekicha Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatala HaChayot HaKol. Page 170. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalu.
And we'll look outside together often. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim it among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bond in every soul, and may the love eternal O Yisrael Bashalom. We turn our thoughts within need of healing home. I ask you please to rise that you are prayer for healing Mishaberach.
Given the opportunity to make announcements for this evening. Welcome all of you here and made it in person. Get away from it. 9 o'clock, followed by Graham's Talmud, 2 with Cantor Eicher, Becoming Whole this season with Rabbi Bellows, Round Holler, Shofar Sunday, have the year. Please consider that. I'd like you to urge, it is a unique partner. One of the objections to the boat is we have an opportunity to make a gift to the agricultural industry, private industries in Israel. We have an opportunity to make, and then we get something in return for making. It would have never, were great, and the toy was just, and think about the gifts you can make.
There'll be a little bit as we rise for Aleinu.
Hakol latei haratzot osam chelkem hakadosh v'haya Adonai echad u'shemo
109 and touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be, and oh, to lose. A thing for fools, for to me. Congregation, go out to the families of Bernice Loshim for Elaine Breimer, Larry Adrian Sweeney, Barnholm, Hilda Cohen, Adler, Sam Engman, Mac, Sunny Sarah Lasky Goldstein, Sam Greenblatt, Morris Greenblatt, David Kaufman, Jules I. Krell, Adolph I. Kussmer, Faye R. Kussmer, Esther Lasky, Elsie Lerman, Nathan Levine, Hannah Fuhrer Lewis, Feldman Patrick, Ben Powers, Irene Adele Rain, Esther Podolsky Rudman, Charles Schrenzel, Julius Werner, their memories be for blessing. Yit gadal ve'yit kara hirute v'yam. If you're not sure who someone is, be yourself to someone. Spreading love and spreading.
Lam chesed yadadayda.